Okay, hello, attorney Nate Amendola here, again with another episode of What's on My Bookshelf. I am still working through the books that are in my office. Again, these are books that are just on my bookshelf here in my office. We're just going to go through them five at a time and just picking five random books. Here's number one. This is called Ancient Wisdom, Modern Hope, subtitle Relearning Environmental Connections. This was written by James T. Powers, or Jim Powers, who was actually my history teacher back long ago in Connecticut. I did not realize that he was into Native American studies, which is something I care deeply about. I haven't read this, but I flipped through it. I think the idea behind it is that the indigenous people that lived here well before the folks from the West came were living more in tune with their environment, and I think that's definitely true. What I think is really cool, and I think about all the time, is there's been people in southeastern Massachusetts, or really southeastern New England, or probably all of New England, for well over 10,000 years. I think some of the research may indicate like close to 15. I think that's really, really interesting. It's something I think about a lot, but people don't think about a lot, and probably should, because there's a whole rich history around us, and we can learn a lot from the people that were here before us and how to live in harmony with nature. So I haven't read this completely, but I think it's a really cool book. Again, just going through stuff that's on my bookshelf. I have read this book, The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. Um, this is another great book that was recommended to me by my sister. I guess you would call it a fantasy book. It's a really fun and interesting and easy read about sort of like these children who are on an adventure and overcoming obstacles, and like I don't know that there's magic in there, but it's really fun. I really loved this book. Um, Highly recommended. A nice, easy read. Maybe a week or two, depending on how quickly you read. But this was really fun. The Golden Compass. Highly recommended. Thank you, Rebecca. This is called The Five-Star Attorney, a book by Andy Stickle. Andy is a law firm coach that I guess, follow and that I've gotten to know over the years. Really good coach. He does web development and things like that. He's a great guy, and I really listen to what he says. If you're an attorney, this is a good book to read. It talks about getting new clients, attracting new clients, how to deliver great client services. Probably good for a non-lawyer too, but Andy, I did read this. Good job. Thanks, buddy. Okay, I haven't read this. This is Making Sense by Sam Harris. I flipped through it. I am a subscriber to Sam's Making Sense podcast and his Waking Up app, which deals with sort of consciousness and meditation. I've talked about that a lot in those two, that podcast and his app on some of my newsletters. But I'm a big Sam Harris fan. I guess he's a I don't know, he's got a PhD. He's very smart. His voice is incredible, kind of hypnotic. The subtitle to this book is Conversations on Consciousness, which is very interesting to me, morality, and the future of humanity. So this is a Nate Amendola special. Even though I haven't read it, I definitely will. This is on my long list. Big Sam Harris fan. I did read his book, Waking Up, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm sure it's either here in my office or at home, and I'm sure I'll be talking about that at some point. But Sam Harris, wonderful guy, really smart and really thought-provoking stuff. Listen to him a lot. Haven't read this, but Sam, I will. Don't you worry. I haven't read this either. Mind Power, the 17 Secrets of Using Your Thoughts to Powerfully Accelerate Every Aspect of Your Life. I've got a lot of these like sort of self-help, motivation, mindfulness books on my bookshelf. I read lots of them. Some of them I haven't, but I think this is no surprise. I don't know where I got this. It may have been from Charlie Mann, who is my law firm coach. I think having materials like this, even if you're just looking through them from time to time, is really helpful to help you get your thoughts together and the, the power of belief and the power of your own mind to make things happen. So I haven't read this, but it's on my bookshelf. Thank you.